Our top story this evening. The Republican caucus has gained in size considerably over the last few months, leading to major Democratic caucus envy. Here to discuss, Senator Jimmy Carroll and senior political analyst Lisa Reed. Senator, we'll start with you. Can you give us some insight into how the Republicans are handling their wide load of support?
Thank you, Dean. We Republicans are extremely fortunate to have enlarged the size of our caucus. Over the last 8 years, I'm sure you'll remember that our caucus has shrunk in size considerably, leaving most members of the party shy and embarrassed. But due to the current state of affairs, we've been able to slowly pump back support into our caucus, once again making it strong, firm, and desirable.
Exciting times, Senator. Lisa, would you care to comment?
Well, Jim is absolutely right. Seeing the size of the Republican caucus is nearly overwhelming, particularly seeing the confidence they have in their members. I mean, the growth of the Republican caucus is almost too much to handle and might be a little intimidating to our newer voters.
Well, Lisa, don't be modest. As an analyst for 12 years, you were no stranger to the caucus.
I have had a vast experience with the caucus, trying out all different sizes all over the country. Dean, I was in college.
Dean, if I may for just a moment, I'd like to applaud Miss Reed. It's refreshing to see a woman open herself up to the Republican caucus in such a manner, especially when she's had so many other political partners. Now, I know it may hurt a little to have such a large caucus penetrating all political ideals, but it is just that kind of tight support that gets us Republicans excited enough to burst forth our reform onto the fresh faces of Americans.
Thank you, Senator. We'd love to hear more, but it appears yes. We're being joined now by former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton, who would like to weigh in on the size of the President's caucus. Welcome, Mrs. Clinton.
Oh, just call me Hillary.
You're very kind. Hillary, what are your thoughts on the diminishing size of the Democratic caucus?
Well, Dean, I've been listening, and I would just like to say that what you have all failed to mention, and that is, while Barack may be a Democrat, he continues to have by far the biggest caucus of any political leader on either side of the aisle. I mean, Barack's caucus is unmatched when it comes to its magnitude, girth, and weight, and that's not even why.
That's some firm support from the Secretary of State. Senator Carroll, would you care to comment?
Well, I obviously haven't seen the President's caucus. But, well, I mean, one would assume that since he's the President, it would make sense that he would have a large caucus.
Well, I still think you were all missing the point, and that is, it's not about the size of the caucus, it's how you use it. The action is what's important. And at the end of the day, it doesn't matter if you have a big caucus or a little caucus. All that matters is that you're able to stimulate Americans and leave them satisfied.
Thank you, Mrs. Clinton. We have to take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll display the results of our online poll, asking you to guesstimate the size of President Barack Obama's penis. Stay tuned.